Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
It's very true that it takes a village to raise a child. And when it comes to my healthcare village at Community Health Network, it's all nestled right in my phone. Accessing healthcare is the ability to be connected with your provider and ask a question when you need it. I feel like when I'm meeting with a community nurse practitioner or doctor, they're tuned in to what is going on with me and the way that they can serve me best.
Stand by me.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
All right, well, we're here at the dunk tonight with Hoosier Crossroad action. Noblesville playing Franklin Central. I'll turn it over to Craig Atkins, the PA announcer, for the introduction of the players.
Hitting second, the DH, number 21, Cooper Haltom. He's hitting for the catcher, number 15, Jackson Grayson. Batting third and playing first, number 13, Isaac Kammer. Batting fourth in center field, number 10, Carson Back. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 5, Ryan Lovell. Hitting sixth, the shortstop, number 2, Nathaniel Schwartz. Batting seventh, number 7, the pitcher, Nevin Totoro. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, number 14, Kyle Pearsall. And batting ninth for the Flashes, the left fielder, number 3, Jack Cecil. Head coach for Franklin Central is Gary Vaughn. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Noblesville Millers. Leading off the second baseman, number 2, Trevor Corbett. Hitting second, the shortstop, 15, Aiden Reynolds. Batting third in center field, number 17, Cole Schott. Hitting fourth, the right fielder, number 9, Tanner Miller. Batting fifth in left field, number 27, Aiden Ramsey. Hitting sixth, the DH, number 1, Luke Hagelskamp. He'll be hitting for the catcher, number 7, Garrett Dixon. On the mound for the Millers, number 4, batting 7th, Joe Glander. Hitting 8th, playing first, number 10, Adam Gaskell. And batting 9th for the Millers, at the third baseman, number 11, Chris Martz. Head coach for the Millers in his 21st year is Justin Keever. He's assisted by Kevin Fitzgerald, Scott Henson, Axel Duran, and Quentin Miller. Fans at this time, you'll please rise, those who are able to, and kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, we got the introductions out of the way and national anthem. We're getting ready to warm up and start this ball game between the Noblesville Millers and Franklin Central. Franklin Central coming in this ball game 2-8 overall, 0-4 in the conference. Of course, they're in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. This is a conference game. They'll play here tonight and at Franklin Central tomorrow night. So that kind of sets the stage for this battle. Adam Gaskell's at first base. Trevor Corbett's back at second base in his regular position at the start of the season. And Aiden Reynolds is back at shortstop for the Millers after missing 4 starts in the infield. He has a pitch hit a couple times, but he's missed 4 or 5 games. But it looks like he's ready to go here. In the outfield, Aiden Ramsey in left field, Cole Schatz in center field, and Tanner Miller in right field behind the plate, the sophomore, Garrett Dixon. Beautiful weather here tonight at the Dunk. This is by far the best night we've had to call a game outside of when we played in Tennessee. And it was about this temperature, about 85, 86 in Tennessee. So beautiful weather. The Millers are 5-8, 1-3 in the conference. So both these teams, very important games. Sadian is the leadoff, Anthony Sadian. He's batting .333, 27 at bats, 9 hits. First pitch from Joe Glander is the ball. Strike for Glander. Joe's pitched 22 innings so far this year, struck out 23, and faced 80 batters. So ball high. 3-1. Pitch from Glander. The stretch. Right down the middle. Oh, it's now full count. I thought, I'm sorry. Full count, 3-2. Pitch a little high and inside. Cooper Halden is the next batter. He's a DH. He's a lefty. He's batting .261. 23 at bats and 6 hits. Foul ball back to the screen. Oh and 1. Oh and 2 for Halton. Pitch outside, 1-2. Bunker Field looks beautiful tonight with this sunshine and grass has been freshly mowed, so. Oh, line drive down the right field line, but it's foul. Still 1-2. Pitch outside evens it up 2-2. Strike 3 on the batter, 1 out. Runner on first base. Kramer, the batter. He's batting .350. 20 at bats and 7 hits. Pitch for a strike inside. Strike 2 by Glander. 0-2. Foul ball down the right side, out of play. Good lead over at first. Fly ball, left field. Ramsey's got it for the second out. Aiden Ramsey. Ball, throw down to second. He's safe. It was close. Ball one on the batter. Back. Number 10. He's hitting 220 at bats and 4 hits. Glander in the stretch. The pitch. Ground right back to Glander. He knocks it down. Throws to first to Gaskell for the third out. So in the top of the first, Franklin gets no hits, no runs, and 1 guy left on base. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
We're back here at the dunk. We're going in the bottom of the first inning. Tetero on the mound for Franklin Central. Tetero has pitched 14 innings. This season. Behind the plate, Tetero on the mound. Behind the plate is Grayson. First batter for the Millers will be Trevor Corbett. He's batting .346, 26 at bats, and 9 hits and 7 RBIs. Throw down to second by Grayson. Corbett, a senior. He has the leading batting average for the Millers. Turned on that one down the left field line, but it's foul. Ball inside and high. Pitch for a ball. Pitch high. Pitch swung on. Hard hit. That could be trouble. Hits off the wall. Corbett's into second. He's going to third. Corbett into third base for the Millers, the first batter. Next batter is Aiden Reynolds. Aiden Reynolds has had an injury this season here early, so he's trying to get his bat going, but he hit .350 last year as a sophomore. He's a junior. Ball low, gets by the catcher. Corbett scores. Foul ball. Makes the count 1-1. Pitch for a strike. Pitch swung on down the right side. It's going to be out of play. 1-2. Pitch low. 2-2 on Reynolds. Fly ball into center field. Center fielder goes back, makes the catch for the first out. Cole shot the hitter. He's a center fielder. Foul ball. He's had 34 at-bats and 8 hits this season. Strike. 0-2. Swung on, right field, foul ball. Bouncing ball to the shortstop. He's safe. Good hustle by Schott down there. Miller's got 2 hits. Tanner Miller, the batter. Cole Schott's got pretty good wheels under him. So let's see what Coach Fitz does here. Probably won't be the first pitch, but Tanner Miller. Good lead over there. First pitch for a strike. He's going down to second. He's in there. Cole Schott's with a steal. For a ball. 2-1. Ball outside there. 3-1. Aiden Ramsey, the left fielder, on deck here for the Millers. Ground ball. He got him at first. Tanner Miller out at first. Second to first for the second out. Aiden Ramsey. Cole Schott's on third base now. Miller's have already got 1 run here. Trevor Corbett. Aiden Ramsey, the batter. Pitch for a strike. Ball. 1-1 on Ramsey. Very unusual night. There's no wind blowing. I don't think this season we've had a game the wind didn't blow. Two outs. Ramsey get back to the screen. Eggleskamp, the on-deck hitter. He's the DH. Pitch swung on, foul ball again. Foul ball, no play. Ramsey hanging tough here. 2-2. Pitch outside. Makes it full count. Foul ball. Still full count on Aiden Ramsey. Ramsey's got 27 at bats and 4 hits. Swung on, foul ball again. Two outs, Cole Shots on third. Foul ball. Pitch, strike three, he got him. So Miller's got 1 run on 2 hits and 1 man left on base. So after 1 complete inning, the Millers are leading 1-0. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Make some noise, let's go! Making some noise out here, come on, who's dancing?
We're back here at the dunk. Joe Glander on the mound once again. Garrett Dixon behind the plate. Glander the first inning threw 18 pitches. Glander's got one more warm-up, and then we'll get this inning started. We'll be in the top of the second. Throw down by Dixon. Ryan Lovell, the batter, he's the right fielder. He's had 6 at-bats and 2 hits, and has had 1 double. Pitch, foul ball. It's a ball a little high, 1-1. Oh, hit him.
The shortstop number 2, Nathaniel Schwartz.
Nathaniel Schwartz is the shortstop, is the next batter. Lovell's on first base, got hit by the pitch. Squares to bunt, gets it back in time. Chris March was charging over there at third. Ball a little outside, 2-0. Beautiful Thursday night at the Dunk. As I remind everybody, Noblesville will be at Franklin Central tomorrow night. Base hit. Lovell on second, Zurich on first.
The pitcher number 7, Nevin Federow.
Federow, the pitcher, is the next batter. Federow batting .235, 17 bats and 4 hits. Millers are in. Nobody was going. So 1 out.
Now batting for Franklin Central, number 14, Kyle Pearsall.
Pearsall is the next batter. He's the second baseman. He's had 15 at bats, 3 hits. Glander steps off the back of the mound, runs it back. Pitch, another bunt tried for a strike. The pitch, it's high. One-on-one here. Pitch for a strike. Nice pitch by Glander. Miller's leading 1-0. We're in the top of the second. But Franklin Central was threatened with 1 out and 2 runners on. 1 on first, 1 on second. Ball high. Two, 1 out. Fly ball. Miller's got it, makes the catch. Runner's going. So runners on the corner now for Franklin Central. Lovell's on third. Solrick is still on first. Pearsall flies out to Foul ball to Tanner Miller out there. 2 outs here. Now we got runners on second and third. Cecil the batter, he's the left fielder. Strike right there, inside corner. Got away from Dixon, but he hustles over there and gets the ball. 1-1. Time called. A little outside there. 2-1. He thought about it though. Pitch swung on into right field. Tanner Miller makes the catch. So 1 hit, no runs, and 2 men left on base for Franklin Central. So after 1.5 innings, Noblesville Miller still lead as we go into the bottom of the 2nd inning here. All right, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
We're back here at the dunk for the start of the 2nd inning. The Millers lead 1-0. Luke Hagelskamp, the batter. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the batter. He's the DH. He's batting .269 on the season, 26 at bats, and 7 hits. Federer still on the mound.
First up, the Millers here at the bottom of the 2nd inning. The DH, number 1, Luke Hagelskamp.
Hagelskamp, the hitter. Pitch for a strike. Ball 1-1. Tutterall over to first. Kramer for the first out. Next batter is the pitcher, Joe Glander. Joe Blatton, 219. He's had 32 at-bats and 7 hits. 1 triple. All outside. Ball 2, 2-0. Pitch swung on to short. Over to Kramer at first for the second out. Adam Gaskell, the next batter. He's the first baseman for the Millers. He's batting 200. He's been at the plate 10 times and given up 2 hits. Timeout called by Garrett Grayson. Talk to Tetero. 2 outs here. First pitch for a strike. Ball. 1-1. Strike 2, 1-2. 2 outs here. Nobody on. That's a little low there from Tetero. 2-2. Full count. Ball 4, he walked him. That brings Chris Martz up to the plate for the Millers. He's a junior. He's batting 250. He's had 16 at-bats and 4 hits, 6 RBIs. He's had 1 double in the season. First pitch for a strike. Ball. Throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base by Gaskell. Strike 1 and 2. Ball low, 2 and 2. Gaskell's getting a pretty good lead down there at second base. Ball 3, full count. Got 2 outs here. Adam Gaskell on second base. Chris Martz at the plate. Ball 4, he walked him. This comes to the top of the order again. Timeout called by Franklin Central. Trevor Corbett will be the first batter here. The leadoff hitter. First time up, he hit a triple.
That brings up the second baseman, number 2, Trevor Corbett.
First pitch, foul ball. Another hard hit ball, but it's going to be caught in left field. Cecil on the catch. So Miller's get no hits. 2 runners left on base and no runs. So after 1, it's still 1-0. Glander coming back out on the mound. Glander's thrown 33 pitches so far. Joe Glander on the mound. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Make some noise, let's go! Making some noise out here, come on, who's dancing?
We're back here at the dunk. Start of the 3rd inning. Joe Glander still on the mound for the Millers. He's taking his warm-up pitches. He's going to take one more here. Franklin Central at the top of their order here, starting off.
First up for Franklin Central here at the top of the 3rd inning. 3rd baseman number 4, Anthony Santillana.
Santillana, the batter. He walked the first time up. First pitch for a ball inside. High. 2-0. Foul ball, out of play. 2-1 count. The pitch inside there. 3-1. Santa Ana is the batter. Pitch outside, ball 4. Glander puts him on. Keever going out to talk to Glander to settle him down a little bit. Joe's throwing 39 pitches, 24 strikes. He's faced 10 batters. He's walked 2. And he hit one, and has hit 1 batter. Santa Ana got walked. Oldham, the DH, is at the plate. He struck out the first time up. Coach Keever went out and talked to Glander, but there's nobody warming up in the, because he may be talking about a bunt here to move that runner over. First pitch for a strike. Santa Ana is on second base. Pitch from Glander. Swung on, foul ball. Oh, and 2. Pitch, foul ball, back to the screen again. 0-2 here. Ball 1-2, it was high. Glander in his stretch throws to the plate. It's outside. 2-2. Pitch, swung on, strike 3. on the second strikeout here.
The first baseman, Isaac Hammer.
First baseman, Cameron, the batter. One out here. We're in the top of the third inning. Base hit. He's going to send him. March cut it off. Score's tied 1-1. Franklin Central ties it up on a base hit by Gamer. Here I said there wasn't no wind. Now that wind's picking up out there a little bit, as you can hear through the microphone. This pitch swung on. Pitch swung on. Strike two. Pitch from Glander. Foul ball back to the screen. Fly ball out of play. Fly ball. It's in for a base hit. So runners on first and second. Second hit for Franklin Central here in this inning.
Out number 5, Ryan Lovell.
Ryan Lovell, the batter. One out here. Runners on first and second. Timeout called. Hamilton Southeastern leads Avon 9-2 in the top of the fourth inning. Fishers and Westfield are tied 1-1 at the top of the fourth inning. Noblesville girls softball is leading Western 9-3. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch from Glander, squared around the bunt, foul ball. In that 9-3 game in softball over Western, Newsom has hit a home run. And they're in the bottom of the 6th. Time called. We're tied up right here at pass ball. Runners advance. Runners at second and third now. 0-2 on the batter, only one out. I made an error a while ago. That Southeastern score was the girls' game. The boys' game is, no, that was Wednesday night. Wednesday night's game, Avon won 14-0. And Southeastern's leading tonight. Pitch swung on, strike 3. Time called. There's a problem with the catcher's equipment. Think they got it. Yep, they got it. So here we go.
Next up, number 2, Nathaniel Swerk.
Swerk is batter. Runner still on second and third here. Pitch for a strike. Oh, it was a ball. 1-1. It's close. Swerk batter, that is counts 1-1. 2 outs here. Runners on second and third. Pitch for a strike. 1-2. Foul ball out of play. Glander in the stretch. He's coming to the plate. Coach Vaught and the umpire are talking. They say it's hit the bat. I think it hit that end of the bat. Not sure why we have so many coaches out there, but from Franklin Central. Franklin Central tied here with the Millers 1-1, but they have runners on second and third with 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter. So I believe the call was he was swinging at the pitch and it hit the end of the bat. It looks like the way the umpire called it. Pitch swung on, foul ball right down the line, but it was foul. Still 1-2, 2 outs. Glander in the stretch. The pitch, fly ball. Corbett back, makes the catch for the 3rd out. Franklin Central gets 1 run on 2 hits and 2 men left on base. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Well, we're back here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Millers dodged a big bullet as Franklin Central had runners on 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out. And Joe Glander did a great job on the mound there, pitched his way out of it, struck out 1, and then the 3rd out was a fly ball to Trevor Corbett at second base. So Millers dodged the bullet, and Franklin Central tied this ball game up. Teterow threw his last pitch here, throw down to second. Next batter is Aiden Reynolds, the shortstop.
First up for Noblesville on the home half of the 3rd inning.
Reynolds a hitter. He flew out the first time up. First pitch for a strike. Pitch low. Fly ball. That's a high fly ball there. Catcher underneath it. Taken by the pitcher, Tutterow. Reynolds flies out on a foul ball. 1 out. Cole Shots coming to the plate.
Now batting for Noblesville, center fielder number 17, Cole Schott.
Schott got a base hit the first time and stole a base, so. Ball low. Pitch, shot. That's a hard hit ball into left center. A home run. That's a home run by Cole Schott. The second pitch. About 370 out there in left center. Nice hit by Cole Schott. That's Cole Schott's first home run of the year. He had a triple earlier in the year, but that's a home run there. Nice shot. Timeout called by the pitching coach from Franklin Central. Tanner Miller will be the batter for the Millers. Tutterow's throwing 57 pitches here. Miller's lead now 2-1. Discussion at the mound, discussion here on the sidelines with the hitters. Tanner Miller will be the first batter up, followed by Aiden Ramsey. Miller, the right fielder, first time up he hit a fly ball at the center, but it was caught, so let's see what Tanner can do here. Pitch from Tutterow. It's high. Ball. Two and 0. Three and 0 on Tanner Miller here. Cole Shots just hit an home run for the Millers, his first one of the season. Strike. Fly ball out of play. Now it's 3 and 2. Got a good game going between Westfield and Fishers. They're all fighting for that top spot over there. Tied up 1-1 in the top of the 5th. The pitch swung on, pop fly. Purcell, the second baseman, makes the catch. That's 2 outs.
Number 27, Aiden Ramsey.
Aiden Ramsey, the batter. Ball high. Southeastern leading 9-2 over Avon. Strike, 1-1. Two and one. Ball 4. Egglescamp, the DH, is coming to the plate.
The DH, number 1, Luke Egglescamp.
Millers will be back here on Saturday as St. Xavier from Kentucky come to play the Millers. That's a 1 o'clock start time. So 1 o'clock Saturday here back at the Dunk. Strike right there. But tomorrow night the Millers will travel to Franklin Central for the second game of this 2-game series. Tutterow with the pitch. Runners going. Ramsey was going on the pitch. 0-2 here. Pitch from Tutterow, strike 3. So Millers get 1 run on 1 hit and 1 man left on base. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
We're back here at the Dunk. Joe Glander coming out for the 4th inning here as a pitcher for the Millers, the senior. He struck out 3 tonight, has walked 2. He's thrown 62 pitches, 39 for strikes, and has faced 15 batters. So Joe Glander giving up 3 hits He's getting ready to start the top of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning, it's still Fishers and Westfield tied 1-1. All right, here we go. Tetero, the pitcher. Pitch from Glander. Foul ball. Oh and 1. Looks like Eli Hall is warming up in the bullpen for the Millers. Foul ball. Gaskell couldn't quite get there for the out to make the catch. Like I said, Eli Hall's warming up, the young sophomore. Of course, Mr. Glander getting in trouble here. Oh and 2. Ball a little low. 1 and 2. Strike 3 for the first out. Tetero goes down. Pearsall, the batter, the second baseman. Pitch swung on, foul ball. Landers struck out 4 so far tonight. Tetero struck out 2. Strike. 0 and 2. Pitch swung on to Martz. Over to first to Gaskell for the second out.
Number 3, Jack Cecil.
First pitch, foul ball. The bat or Cecil. Runner on first base, hit by the pitch. Keever going out. Discussion here. 2 outs. Cecil on first base. First pitch for a ball. Pitch, runner's going. Foul ball. Pitch, he's going. Throw down to second. Not in time. Two and one, 2 outs. They got man on second. Time's called. I believe Justin is maybe making a change here. No, he's not going to. He just wants to talk to him a little bit. Millers are up 2-1 here. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Two outs. Runner on second base now. So he is in scoring position. Pitch squaring around the bunt, foul ball. Good lead there at second by Cecil. Santana stepped out, called time. Full count. Runner steals third, so Cecil's on third base. 2 outs here. Let's see if Lander can get himself out of this. Full count here, 2 outs. There's a controversy on that play here. A Coach Vaught coming out to talk to the umpire. The umpire behind the plate was getting out of behind the catcher there to get to the ball, and he fell. But the ball was fair, so he's out. So the Millers lead 2-1 here. And Franklin Central leaves a runner on third base. Coach Vaught's still out there arguing about the play here. But I thought it was fair, but I didn't see where it hit where it hit in the box. But it was definitely in fair territory rolling down that line. Tutterow coming back out to pitch here as the Millers lead 2-1. Now that all the commotion's over, Jim, let's take a break.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
We're back here at the dunk. A little controversy on that third out there, but it was definitely a fair ball when it rolled fair down there on the third base line, and Coach Vaught and his coaches came out to argue with the umpire, and it did not go well, but there's not much you can do about that when an umpire called, because he asked for help by the base umpire, and he said he was safe. So, I mean, he said it was fair, so, which I thought it was too. But nonetheless, that's the second time Coach Vaught's been concerned about the umpiring out there. But that's baseball. Joe Glander, the pitcher, is coming to the plate. So let's see what happens here. Tutterow's thrown 70 pitches, 39 for strikes. He's faced 15 batters. Joe Glander, the senior, the pitcher, coming to the plate. Adam Gaskell is going to follow Glander. Some switches made by Coach Vaught. I'm not really sure. I think we have a new third baseman out there for Franklin Central, but ball outside. Fly ball, that's going to be out of play. 1-1 on Joe Glander. Strike for a pitch. 1-2. Pitch from Glander, third strike. He took it all the way for the first out, Joe Glander.
Next up, the first baseman, number 10, Adam Gaskell.
Pitch to Gaskell for a strike. Hard hit ball. That's going to be a base hit for the Millers. Gaskell with a base hit.
The third baseman, 11, Chris Marks.
Chris Martz, the batter for the Millers. Chris has walked tonight. Foul ball. Noblesville Miller softball won tonight 12-3 to go to 8-0 on the season. On Friday night they'll play Penn over at Carmel in the Carmel Invitational, and then Saturday they'll play Castle at 11:30. So 7:30 and 11:30 on Saturday, and then they'll play Lake Central at 1 p.m. So some good competition as always over at Carmel in that Invitational. They have foul ball on March. And the girls go to 8-0. Pitch, foul ball, but Gaskell was going all the way. Chris March 1-2 here, 1 out. Gaskell on first on a base hit. Ball outside. Top of the 6th inning, Westfield took the lead. It's 3-1 in the top of the 6th. Westfield and Fishers, that's a big battle over there at Westfield today. Pitch for a strike, throw down to second. Not in time. March strikes out. But Gaskell stole the base, so he's at second. Trevor Corbett, the next batter. He got a triple the first time up. Then hit a hard hit ball the second time at the outfield and was caught. You don't want any part of Corbett, so they intentionally walked Corbett to get runners on first and second. This will be Aiden Reynolds at the plate. Be a nice time for Aiden to, he's been injured, but be a nice time for him to get out of this little slump he's having.
Aiden Reynolds.
Oh, that's a shot. That's a shot. I think he's out of that slump because that ball is out of here. Aiden Reynolds drilled that ball over left center, and the Miller score. 3 runs. Aiden Reynolds on the home run, second home run of the game today. Aiden Reynolds, I can tell you, really needed that. Battling through injury here for 4 or 5 games, and seeing limited action, a hitting one time. But that was quite a shot there. That puts the Millers up 5-1. Fishers just scored on an error, so it's Westfield 3, Fishers 2. First pitch for a strike to Cole Shot, which this man got a home run the first time up. Ground ball, hard hit ball to the shortstop. Error on the shortstop, but that gives Cole Shot on the bases with 2 outs. Don't be a bit surprised if shots don't go. Landers. Tanner Miller coming to the plate here. Miller's 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch for a strike. Strike 2. Oh and 2. Shot on first base. Tutterow. Cool shot goes. He's safe down there at second base. Stolen base by Cole Shot. Hard hit ball to the center fielder. That's the out. Back catches the Tanner Miller fly ball. So after 4 complete innings, the Millers got 3 runs that inning on 2 hits and 1 man left on base. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Making some noise out here. Come on, who's dancing?
Well, we're back here at the Dunk. The Millers have taken a 5-1 lead with a 3-1 homer by Hayden Reynolds. I know that had to make Hayden feel really good to get that home run, and the kid's got a tremendous bat. He's so quick. That bat speed is unbelievable. We're in the top of the 5 here. Lander's still on the mound. Strike 1. Haldeman, DH, is the batter. He has 2 strikeouts tonight. Haldeman does. Pop fly. March has got it for the out. So 1 out. Chris March on the catch. Remember, March is only a junior. He'll be back next year. Of course, that left side of the infield will be back with Reynolds and ball outside, 1-1. Ball low in the dirt. 2-1. Tetero's thrown 91 pitches, and of course Joe's in top of the 5th inning here and's got 1 out. He's still at 82 pitches, so both pitchers have thrown a lot of pitches. Miller's got 5 hits. Strike, full count. Strike 3. 2 outs here. Back, the batter. He's got 1 hit on the night. One on one, 2 outs here. Ball. 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. 2-2-2. Ball high. Strike 3, he's out of there. Lander 6 strikeout there. No runs, no hits, and no men left on base. Well, let's take a break here. Looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound. So Tetterall's done for the night.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
The new pitcher for Franklin Central is Stamps. He's pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 hits. So Stamps is a new pitcher for Franklin Central. He's getting his warm-up pitches in here. And first batter for the Millers will be Aiden Ramsey. It's a big lefty here on the mound.
New pitcher for Franklin Central here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's number 8, Jaden Stamps.
Aiden Ramsey at the plate.
First up for the Millers here in the bottom of the 5th. The left fielder, number 27, Aiden Ramsey.
Ramsey's had a walk and a strikeout. First pitch from Stamps. Ball low. Pitch for a strike. 1-1. It's a ball, 2-1. Ball got by the catcher there. Two and one on the batter. Stamps on the mound. He's a senior. He's pitched 4 innings so far this year. Swung on. Foul ball. That's a ball, full count. Ball hit into left field. Left fielder makes the catch. Cecil with a great catch over there. 1 out. Cecil had to cover a lot of ground out there in left field to make that catch.
Now setting in for the Millers, the DH number 1, Luke Hagelskamp.
Hagelskamp, the DH. Ball. I believe the Millers have got a couple guys warming up down there. Number 24, Zach Glander, which is Joe's younger brother. He's a freshman. And Eli Hall, which is a sophomore. So a couple of young pitchers down there warming up for the Millers. Zach Glander pitched down in Tennessee, and he looked pretty good down there. 2 and 1. in Tennessee the first week of the season. Foul ball out of play. Full count, 3-2. Pitch from Stamp, foul ball down the left side. Hagelskamp hanging tough in there. Full count, 1 out. Swung on, struck him out. Next batter is the pitcher, Joe Glander. 2 outs here. Cole Shot's kind of confused at how many outs there is. Yeah. He come charging out there. Oh, dear. The pitch, it's a strike. Pitch is high, 1-1. See if Joe can get a hit here. Foul ball, I don't believe that's going to be out of play. Hit the bleachers down there. One and 2 on Glander. Foul ball. Pitch from Stamp. Strike 3, and Joe Glander goes down swinging. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. But the Millers are ahead 5-1. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Make some noise, let's go! Making some noise out here, come on, who's dancing?
I'm back. Trevor Corbett coming in to pitch for the Millers. Riggs went to second base. Corbett's pitched 9 innings so far this season, giving up 8 hits. And, you know, the amazing thing about Corbett is Trevor's pitched 9 innings and he's got 16 strikeouts and has only walked 1 batter. So Trevor Corbett, the senior, is on the mound for the Millers. Riggs is at second base, replacing Corbett. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Trevor's on the mound. First pitch for a strike. Glander struck out 6 tonight in 5 innings. Gave up 1 run. Ball. 1-1. Two and one. Foul ball. 2-2. Lovell, the right fielder, is the batter. He's 5th in the order. Strike 3, he got him. Now batting number 16, Thompson. Thompson has batted 4 times this year, no hits. Ball. The pitch, strike. Strike 2, 1-2. Ball, 2-2. One thing about Corbett, he doesn't take him very long. He gets that ball and he's ready to throw. Strike 3, he got him. Trevor Corbett gets his 2nd strikeout here in the 1st inning of pitching.
The pitcher number 8, Jaden Stamps.
Ball got away from the catcher there a little bit, but nobody on, no big deal. Ball 1. We're in the top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Pitches a ball. 2-1. Pitch low in the dirt. He walked him. So Stamp goes to first base on a walk.
Second baseman 14, Kyle Pearsall.
Pearsall, the batter. Pearsall's 0 for 2 tonight. He has made contact, but he just has not got a base hit. Ball. Stamps must have pretty good speed because he could have a pinch runner over there by being the pitcher, but 2-0. Strike one. 2-1. There's Stamps over there on first base. Getting a fairly good lead over there. Ball inside. Pitch right down the middle. 3-2. 2 outs. The pitch, strike 3. Corbett come in relief there that inning, got 3 strikeouts. Had 1 man left on base. We walked him, so no runs, no hits, and 1 man left on base. So we're going in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Millers coming up here. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Well, we're back here at the Dunk. The Millers lead 5-1. Update of a score: Fishers Tigers 5, Westfield Shamrocks 3. Stamps warming up on the mound here to go the 2nd inning. Hey, he's left-handed. The new quarterback's left-handed. Here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. Adam Gaskell, the batter. Gaskell got a base hit last time up.
For Noblesville, first baseman number 10, Adam Gaskell.
First pitch for a ball. Pitch is a strike. 1-1. Strike 2, 0-2. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Chris Smart's the next batter up. Ball, full count. Pitch to Gaskell. Swung on. Strike 3. He's out. Out number 1. Chris Mart's the batter.
Next up, number 11, Chris Martz.
Martz has struck out and walked. Ball 1. Stamps the pitch to Martz. Strike 2. 1-2. Strike 2. 1-2. I'm sorry. 1-2 on the batter. Pitch. Ball. Ball, full count. Pitch, swung on, fly ball. Right field. Bobo makes the catch out there for the second out. Trevor Corbett.
Now promoted for pitcher number 2, Trevor Corbett.
Corbett's walked tonight and got a triple. Then flew out. First pitch for a ball. Pitch to Corbett. Strike. 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 out here. Stamps on the mound for Franklin Central. Noblesville will be at Franklin Central tomorrow night for the second game of the Hoosier Crossroads Conference in this series. Pitch from Stamps. Swung on. 2-2 on Corbett. Beautiful night for baseball. Just a little breeze down there. At the beginning of the game, there wasn't any breeze. Full count. Pitch. Ball 4. They walk Corbett. Coming to bat's Aiden Reynolds. Last time up, he hit a 3-run homer. Heaver calling time here. I think he probably wants to put a pinch runner in for the pitcher. Zach Glander is coming in to run for Trevor Corbett.
Person running at first base for Noblesville, number 24, Zach Lander.
Coach Vaught now going to the mound. Runners come over here. Glander comes over here for conference with Kiever. It's like a big chess match. Don't forget, we'll be here Saturday at 1 o'clock as St. Xavier comes to town from Kentucky, a very good baseball team from down there. The Millers play every year, but they usually play them like the first or second game of the year. But for some reason, they couldn't get it worked out this year, so we got them a little bit later. Avon ends up winning 10-9 over Hamilton Southeastern. I think Southeastern led most of the game. All right. Now we're going. Two outs here.
Now stepping up to the plate for the Millers, number 15, Aiden Reynolds.
Good lead down there by Glander. First pitch is strike. Pitch high. Grayson thought about throwing down there, but he did not. Lander's got a good lead over there. Lefty on the mound. Fly ball for the third out there. Cecil made the catch. So the Millers, no runs, no hits, and one man left on base on a walk, Trevor Corbett. So, and it looks like Trevor's coming back out to pitch here. Let's take a break. We'll start the 7th inning.
Make some noise, let's go! Making some noise out here, come on, who's dancing?
We're back for the top of the 7th inning here. Trevor Corbett back out on the mound here for his 2nd inning. 1st inning, he struck out all 3 batters. Walked 1. So let's see what happens here.
Finals in the HCC. At Hamilton Southeastern, Avon 10, Southeastern 9. And final at Westfield in the top 10 matchup, Fishers 5, Westfield 3.
Fishers won that game at Westfield tonight 5-3.
Jack Cecil.
And Avon beat Hamilton Southeastern. The Millers are leading Franklin Central here 5-1 in the top of the 7th inning. Corbett on the mound. First pitch outside. Pitch for a strike. Strike 2. 1-2. Batter Cecil. Strike 3. Corbett struck out 4 batters so far. Top of the order.
Next up, number 4, the third baseman, Anthony Santiano.
Santiano, the batter. He's the leadoff hitter for Franklin Central. Ball, he pulled it back. He squared around like he was going to bunt. One out here. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Millers lead 5-1. One and one. Pitch strike 2 from Corbett. Pitch for a ball, 2-2. One out. We're in the top of the 7th. Millers lead 5-1. Pitch from Corbett. Fly ball. Riggs on the catch. 2 outs. Millers are 1 out away from picking up their 6th win of the season here. It hit him. Hit by pitch.
Number 13, Isaac Kammer.
Kammer's the batter. He's got 1 hit tonight. 1 strikeout. Pitch outside. Pitch for a strike. Two outs here. 1-1 on the batter. Pitch swung on. Strike 2. 1-2. Pitch from Corbett. Ball 2-2. Millers are 1 pitch away from a victory here. They lead 5-1. Pitch outside, full count now. So the Franklin Central still alive right now. Pitch from Corbett. Swung on, strike 3. Millers win. Big win for the Millers in Hoosier Crossroads Conference. I'm Perry Williams, and we'll see you Saturday